Man, we're eating good. So I opened up Twitter today, and for once in my life I was happy I did because I was greeted with a little teaser for an upcoming anime film based on none other than Tatsuki Fujimoto's Look Back. The film is scheduled to release on June 28th this year. The production studio is Studio Durian, and the director is Kiyotaka Oshiyama. Personally, neither of these names ring a bell to me, but on the official website for the film, there's a comment by Fujimoto where he basically says, "Yeah, Orsayama is kind of underground but sick as fuck." So I looked into some of the stuff he's worked on, and I mean, yeah, The Boy and the Heron, a bunch of fully coolie releases, Mob, Psycho, Trigun Stampede, Devilman, Crybaby. I mean, even if he doesn't have a lot of directing experience and he didn't direct any of the aforementioned shows or movies, he still worked on some cool stuff. So thumbs up, Godspeed. Side note, I somehow missed the fact that there's a Chainsaw Man movie coming out as well. So yeah, now you know too if you somehow didn't, and honestly love to see Fujimoto thriving 2 movies in a year. That's my goldfish eating, levitating, go god damn it. Me personally, I'm really hyped for this movie. Look Back is my favorite of the many peculiar Fujimoto one-shots, and while I've already talked about it in detail, it's been almost 3 years since it came out, so a tiny, condensed recap shouldn't hurt. So basically, Look Back is a coming-of-age story that revolves around 2 young manga, Fujino and Kiyomoto. They both have their own artistic strengths and are basically polar opposites of each other, both in terms of style and personality. The story as a whole does a great job portraying many of the unpleasant and pleasant elements of artistry, and also a rather unique relationship between 2 young artists. For me, it was pretty relatable as well, even though I'm not really a storyteller or a visual artist by any stretch of the imagination. But as some of you know, I do make music shameless. Plug all the music in. My videos are available on Spotify and so cringe, but I think stuff like imposter syndrome, a certain kind of ego, and artist block are things that artists of any field can relate to on some level. And the portrayal of these elements in Look Back is what really makes it a solid A-tier manga for me. As far as predictions for how it's going to translate to animation goes, I think this is really a no-brainer. As long as the film stays true to the storyline and themes of the original work, I don't see any reason for why it couldn't potentially even surpass the manga. We've already seen how well Chainsaw Man translated, and if that worked so well, there's really no reason why a more laid-back story like Look Back wouldn't. I'm looking forward to the soundtrack, especially. As for now, there's no info on who's going to be responsible for it, and the trailer just has Foley sounds of Fujino's cribbling. No music, but yeah, high hopes for that. Definitely. I could definitely see a kind of like a Ghibli-esque soundtrack working for this story. Maybe a little darker than the general Ghibli soundtrack, but like melancholic stuff. Either way, the fact that Look Back and Chainsaw Man are getting film adaptations really gives me hope that we might actually see Fujimoto's other work adapted as well. Goodbye. Eri is quite on par with Look Back for me, and I even prefer Fire Punch over Chainsaw Man, personally. MAPPA CEO did mention a while back that he's interested in adapting all of Fujimoto's work, so there's that too. Although this new film won't be a map of production, which is kind of interesting. But I'm starting to yap now. This is just supposed to be a quick video telling you guys about this. Thank you so much for watching.